Seoul has suffered through 10 tropical nights so far, and an unusually early heat wave is adding extra burden to the power grid. Authorities are on high alert.
서울에서 벌써 열흘째 열대야가 이어지는 등 예년보다 이른 무더위에 전력 수요가 급격히 늘고 있습니다. 전력 당국에도 비상이 걸렸습니다. Oh, yes, of course, because everyone is turning on their air conditioning.
Yeah.
Or fans, whatever it is to cool them down. People are using a lot of electricity.
Yes.
Yes, including myself.
Right?
Including you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody is using a lot of electricity because you really have to.
You have no choice.
If you don't, it does become dangerous. So if we even just go off of the government guidelines we got, they said keep the inside temperatures at 26 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, 26도
Yeah.
유지. Yeah, but if you're going to do that, you will need your air conditioner, your fan,
Sure.
your, I don't know, refrigerator. You're going to need a lot of things to keep you cool and safe during this really hot time.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, I turn on the AC at night because I need a good night's rest to do these shows on EBS.
Yeah. And even if you're not putting the aircon, like
Yeah.
not the actual air conditioning mode on,
Yes.
you're probably at least doing 제습, right?
I'm doing chest.
At
That's
least
what I do.
doing the dehumidifying to try and make things a little more comfortable.
Yes, that's what I do. Okay. So, what I'm worried about, and we briefly talked about this yesterday, are the people who are vulnerable.
Yes.
People who may not have access or to, these cooling systems. Are there any protective measures for them?
Yes. Yeah, 특히 그 취약계층 지원해야 하잖아요. Especially like the elderly or people who are sick.
Right.
For example, a lot of elderly people go to these daycare centers now, right?
Yes.
So they're making sure that the air conditioners are working, that there are fans, and that indoor temperature stays to 26 degrees.
Yes, yes. All right, very good. Is there any way to maybe save some energy or use less electricity? I don't know.
Well, the main thing to saving energy here is trying to keep the temperature the same.
Got it.
Don't try and go up and down.
Down, yeah.
Some people like to turn off their air conditioner, turn
Yeah.
it on.
Well, that is true. I mean, me too. Like
Right.
you feel like you have to turn it off sometimes.
Yes, but especially if you have an inverter air conditioner, it's best to leave it at the same temperature and it can find the best energy efficiency possible.
okay.
네, 인버터형 에어컨의 경우 껐다 껐다 반복하면 오히려 전력 소모가 증가해요.
I see.
So it will use more energy if you are using an inverter air conditioner and turning it off and on.
Okay, so I think it would be very important to check
Yes.
right now, everyone, what kind of air conditioner you have.
Yes.
Okay, so tropical nights, 열대야. I do actually sometimes like tropical nights. There's something kind of, I mean, it's hot, but it's just, I don't know, I do like it.
If you're like out, like you're walking around
And
the
it's
neighborhood.
windy. Yeah, it's windy.
And you're in your shorts, that's
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
But yes, it is sometimes not pleasant when you're in a bed
Or like on the road.
on the road.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this expression, the power grid. 뭐 전력망이라고 하는데 이 power, everybody knows power.
Yes.
뭐
Like as in Power English.
power English도 있고.
Yeah, Power
네.
English도 있고.
최고죠.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the most
All
important
right,
power.
most important power. But what is this grid? G-R-I-D.
Yes. So a grid is any type of network. And specifically, when you think of electricity, there are all those wires and
Yeah.
cables that are connected. That would be called the grid.
Got it.
Or the power grid.
You know, you see some movies sometimes, and they're like, the grid, they're talking about the grid.
The grid is down.
The grid is down.
What are we going to do?
Right. So they're usually probably talking about a power grid.
Yes.
Or some kind of grid.
The grid can also be found in math, how you have like a graph.
Yes.
right? The little, you can buy paper we call grid paper, which is just like the blue lines in a square.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is so true. I forgot about that.
Right.
Okay.
Those little lines, they're like the little cables in the power grid.
Very good. All right. So, let's all check and to see what kind of AC we have and just keep that at 26.
Yes.
Let me read that again. Seoul has suffered through 10 tropical nights so far, and an unusually early heat wave is adding extra burden to the power grid. Authorities are on high alert.